Okay, hi, me again. July 3rd, Gettysburg Myths, in honor of the 163rd anniversary of the third day of the Battle of Gettysburg. I realized my last two videos, which I've been taping here back to back, is a little dark in here. It's a little dark outside today as I tape. So I got a little bit more light. Hopefully that'll help. But anyway, today, we'll talk about Pickett's charge. We're going to talk about Armistead and Hancock and Tom Chamberlain and Hancock, those myths from July 3rd. So on day 3, here's the myth. In the largest assault of the Civil War, Pickett got lost. He was in the wrong place because he was dumb. The artillery didn't work. A lot of these myths are, again, lost cause mythology, thus stymieing the Confederates' chances for victory. Well, Pickett's charge was the largest assault of the war. Alexander's artillery bombardment was ineffective. They were supposed to assault Cemetery Hill, but Pickett, who was mentally feeble, got lost. Well, let's, again, take these one at a time. So Pickett's charge was 15,000 men. Gaines' Mill was 30,000. Chancellorsville, Chickamauga, Spotsylvania was 20,000. Spotsylvania, of course, a federal charge. It's interesting that most of these charges are done by the Confederates. Franklin, Tennessee, which is a disaster. John Bell Hood did that one. Fort Stedman, I presume that's in the Petersburg area. I don't know that for sure. I don't know my Petersburg end of the war and the East stuff as well as I'd like to, but that was a charge of 20,000. So no, Pickett's charge was not the largest charge of the war. And the artillery was ineffective. Well, just one battery, Alonzo Cushing's battery, lost 4 of the 6 guns to direct hits. It lost 100 horses, took 50% casualties. That's pretty effective to me. Cushing was one of the people that got the Medal of Honor that day, awarded later. And he was actually the most latest person of the Civil War to get awarded the Medal of Honor. So he got his awarded even after Chamberlain did. It wasn't until like the 1900s. So that was pretty effective, though. Longstreet was asked about his objective after the war. He stated it was Cemetery Hill. Well, okay. So it's Longstreet's fault. They attacked the wrong place. They were supposed to attack Cemetery Hill. Well, that's dumb because they weren't in position to attack Cemetery Hill. The truth is the Confederates had little to no idea the names of the terrain features. They would just say, hey, your objective is that clump of trees yonder, right? That's what Lee said in the movie, and that's probably fairly close to what really happened. Longstreet considered Cemetery Ridge and Cemetery Hill to kind of be the same terrain feature. So no, they didn't get lost. They didn't attack the wrong place. Lee went and pointed out and said that clump of trees is your objective. So yeah. Hancock is reported to have said, when, so help me God, if I ever might raise my hand against you, may God strike me dead. Well, Elmira Hancock said that he said, I hope God will strike me dead if I'm ever induced to leave my native soil should worst come to worst. And Armistead did give Elmira Hancock his personal effects before he left California. I don't know why, but he did. Speaking of them, so they were on the same battlefields at the Peninsula, at Antietam, at Fredericksburg. So they had been on battlefields together before, but Hancock had no way of knowing that Armistead was at Gettysburg. His brigade arrived the evening of July 2nd and was hidden behind Seminary Ridge. So when Hancock says, when I looked out and saw the flags of the blah, blah, and blah, blah, Virginia, well, you didn't look out and see those flags because you couldn't have seen those flags. They were hidden behind the ridge so that the Federals wouldn't know what your numbers were. Armistead was coherent after being wounded, and he may have known Hancock was wounded, so that could have been the case. Armistead's real last words, pulling out kernels of corn from his pocket, men who subsist on this can't be whipped. So he didn't say, oh no, not both of us, not all of us. And he was certainly not with Tom Chamberlain. So when he said those last words, because Tom Chamberlain wasn't on the same part of the battlefield where Pickett's charge occurred. This was attributed to him by a Union surgeon at the Spangler's Farm Field Hospital, and Tom Chamberlain was nowhere near there. You say, well, he was visiting Buster Kilrain. Well, Buster Kilrain didn't exist, was not a real person. He's a fictional person. So no, Tom Chamberlain did not hear Lewis Armistead's last words. Speaking of that, where's Elmira Hancock buried? She's buried in Bell Fountain Cemetery here in St. Louis, where she had relatives here. She moved here after Winfield Scott Hancock passed away. So, not as many on July 2nd. That's really it. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching. And hey, remember Gettysburg this day, and happy birthday USA tomorrow. 250 years of American history. This was a great part of it. So I was just happy to be able to be a little part of it here and share some things with you. So thank you very much.